Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy, and this is the third week of my guides to unlock new items in the BF5 Tides of War fast. I'm probably dropping this video a few hours before the challenges go live, so you can get an early look at what to do. This time, we have a reward which will probably be far more useful to most players than the previous weeks, as it's a semi-auto rifle, the AGM/42. But this week is a little different in terms of my guide, as the unlocks are super simple and really don't involve very much at all. It's basically just playing different game modes. It really is. And I'm really making this guide simply because I committed to doing one for each week as people requested them. But what I can do is run through the requirements, tell you which path I think is the fastest for different people, give you a few tips here and there, and most importantly, I've been going through the forums, Twitter, and my comment section for possible solutions to the bugs that stop the challenges from tracking for some players, making it extremely difficult or even impossible to unlock the reward each week for certain people. So in case that happens again this week, I'll list off everything I've found that you can try in some sort of hope that it'll work for you. Hopefully there won't be any issues, but if you do have problems with the challenges and nothing I suggest today fixes it for you, then I'm sorry. Again, we just have to be patient and hope DICE get a hold of all these bugs. I know it can be frustrating, but there's little we can do about it other than try what's worked for other people. So I'll get to those suggestions after. Now though, let's get into what the basic requirements are. So you've got three distinct paths. I'm going to take you through each one and the sort of person I think it would be best for. By the way, I've got a friend in the background, got Eddie in the background. If you hear random shouts, do you want to say hello?
Hello.
I assume they will have caught that. So any weird noise in the background, not me, alright? Don't think I'm some weird perverse person or other. Let's get on with this. So you start off, as I say, most of this is really basic. Finish a grand operation, just play a grand operation. You should be able to do that. If you can't, you might want to sell your game. Next up is earn 2,600 objective score in grand operations. Just play the objective, capture the flags, sit on it, defend it, attack enemy flags, etc. Do objective-based stuff. It'll be very, very easy for you. Then the top line, I'm saying this is the best one for people that like the small game modes. So kill 10 enemies with headshots in team deathmatch. That should be very simple for most people. A little tip, I guess you could maybe use something precision-based, like M1A1, you know, the semi-autos, or the bolt-action rifles, but really just use anything you're comfortable with. Next up, earn 15,000 score in domination. Again, just play domination, play the objectives, play around the flags. You get a lot more points for playing the objective in this game, so make sure that you're on them when you're killing people. It counts for much more than just killing people in random areas. Then, the middle line. This is kind of the, I don't know how to put this, the easy mode kind of bit, almost. I'll explain why. So build 5 fortifications in objective areas in grand operations. Get in grand operations, go and sit on a flag, and just build fortifications. It's so simple, like it's the simplest thing. Then capture 3 points in grand operations. You should be doing that anyway, should be playing the objective. Pretty much the same theme for the entire thing. Play the objective, it's going to make this easier. Then kill 5 enemies while defending an objective. Just sit on a flag again and kill people. Some people love to camp, this would be great for them. None of this is hard. But the bottom one, this might be the path of least resistance. This could be the easiest one or the most difficult one. And you'll see why. Kill 3 enemies with grenades or other explosives. That could be incredibly simple, but also could end up being very annoying if it doesn't work out for you. But realistically, with the strength of the dynamite in this game and all that sort of stuff, that should be so easy. Or just throw your grenades into, you know, high traffic areas. Then, as a squad, arm a bomb. If you're a good squad, this is simple. If you're a bad squad, it might be more difficult. But if you just keep going to the objective to plant bombs in the right game mode, you'll get it done. Honestly, none of these things are hard. So really, top line, small game modes. Middle line, grand operations focused, I guess, overall. But yeah, grand operations focused, but not very difficult. Bottom line, super simple, but could be frustrating. Flubs, but should be fine. And then the final thing you got to do, win a grand operation. Just play, eventually you'll win one. 50-50 chance generally. You know, there's a lot of balancing in this game. If you play with a decent squad or play with your friends, you communicate a lot. It should be very, very easy. Again, easier than playing without. But you do that, you get the AGM/42 semi-auto rifle. I'm hoping this is going to be great because I love semi-autos. And it's going to be one I actually complete because the other weeks haven't bothered. This one should be great. Now, with that all said, let me run through the ways to possibly fix the bugs that are in the game for actually tracking these challenges. I hope some of the suggestions work for you if there are problems. If not, like I said earlier, just be patient. Let's go through them. Firstly, some people have said search for your matches through the Tides of War, and some people have said do the opposite and search through the standard matchmaking. I don't know if it's coincidental or not, but each one appears to work for different people, so make sure if one doesn't work for you, you try the other one. Next up, this one was suggested for PlayStation, but it may well be the same for other platforms. Essentially, you press the options button, or start, or pause, or whatever you want to call it. You then look in one of the right hand corners and see if it says Tides of War. Apparently for some people, if it's there then it'll work, if it's not then it won't and you need to go and search again. Maybe that's just if you search via the Tides of War like the previous suggestion, I don't know. As I said, these are just suggestions to try to help you, but you know, give these things a try. Next, some people have said you can only have a maximum of 3 assignments selected in order for the Tides of War ones to actually track passively. So you can try that, rather than having all 4 of your assignment slots filled, just have 3. I mean, everything's worth a go, so keep that in mind. Next, some people say just quit the game, like actually close the application and then restart it if it's not tracking your progress. This is another frustrating one, but again, it's worth a try. Next up, someone has said that you can go to the challenges tree and literally select the one you want to do, then go and search for whatever you want to play after that, and it should then track. This one sounds kind of unlikely, really, in theory, but I'll mention it anyway just in case. I guess nothing really would surprise me now with these bugs in this game. And that's basically what I've got for you. Those are the suggestions that have had some positive feedback. If you have more suggestions of things you've heard or things you find that work this week, make sure you put them in the comment section below. I'll try to heart the ones that sound reasonable so they go near the top of the comments so people can read them more easily. I simply hope the challenges aren't bugged again this week, but if they are, then at least you have things you can try now. Otherwise, you're going to just have to be patient and push through and hope for the best. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, it would be great if you hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and finally, feel free to join my Discord server in the description and my pinned comment. Here's the Board of Awesome for the epic people who support the channel on Patreon. They're all absolute heroes, and I appreciate them all very dearly. If you want to join them on the Board of Awesome and thus feature in these videos, the link to the Patreon page is in the description and my pinned comment. And with that all said, I'm GetGoodGuy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.